Hello everyone. So today I'm going to be doing a live ladder session with a voiceover. Let me know in the comments if you want to see something like this again, where I talk about my decisions and thoughts. So I actually have my in-game sound muted because I tried to film this multiple times, but for some reason the in-game sound is super loud. So we're just going to be playing on mute, but you can still hear my decisions. We're kind of low right now since I haven't really pushed since the early season. We're going to be using this classic Lavaloon Valk deck, which is pretty strong in the meta. I would recommend it. All right, so hopping into our first game, we're against Clash Royale. So usually a good starting play with this deck is to always just go Tombstone in the middle, but you don't really want to do it like right when you hit 10. You just want to wait a little bit and then go Tombstone in the middle, just in case like they spam or something like that. For example, I usually like to wait until like around like see, they just cycle Log, which could have been used on my Tombstone to deplete its health. So I can just go Tombstone in the middle right now. So he goes with the guards. So that's kind of interesting. I'm gonna go with the zap on it. So I'm pretty sure. Oh, all right. So this is Logbait then. So against Logbait, um, all right. So is he going to go Goblin Barrel? Okay, if you time the Valk perfectly like that, you can completely kill his Goblin Barrel, which is actually pretty satisfying as well. So I went Lobhound same lane, so I can just spam my support troops in this same lane. He's probably just gonna throne tower that. So that'll be perfectly fine. I'm probably just going to go Balloon opposite lane because against Logbait, you always want to go opposite lane because they have the rocket. But actually, I don't even think that I want to go Balloon right now because I can just Fireball the Princess. You give me Princess value and you do get some Lobhound chip. And yeah, for that Valk placement, you want to play it right here. You just want to like predict when they're gonna play Goblin Barrel, and when they do, you immediately drop it, and it kills all the goblins. It's a really good tip to remember. So looks like he's going to pressure me here. I'm gonna go with the Valk and the Mega Minion and Tombstone. I thought he was going to go with the Goblin Barrel, which is why I did Mega Minion low. In hindsight, I probably should have played higher, but it's fine because we only take a minimum amount of damage. So right now, as you can see, I have my Valk hover right. I think I played a little late. Oh, I did not. If you have your Valk hover and they immediately play the Goblin Barrel, you can completely kill their Goblin Barrel. That's actually a really good trick to remember for Goblet. For Logbait. He's gonna go with the Princess here. I don't really think much of it. I'm just gonna go Lava Hound right now in this lane due to the fact that I already have more damage. I'm gonna go Skull and Dragons. It can kill the Valk, and then it'll finish, and then it'll go on finishing his princess, and that's actually completely fine. I'm gonna go with the Mega Minion, and then the Zap to retarget the Throne Tower and actually reset it, and also the Skeleton Dragons kill that, which is actually really helpful. I'm gonna go with the Balloon here, and then the Valk opposite lane. Rocket for Balloon is a -1 electric trade for him, which is actually really good. The Prince is really annoying, so I'm just gonna Fireball it. So when my Lava Hound pups, it won't be able to do much. I'm gonna go with the Skeleton Dragons, and I'm just gonna start spamming because I know his Rocket is out of cycle. So he's gonna try to either cycle back. Okay, so with that Goblin Barrel, probably just gonna have to zap it to minimize the damage, and he cycles back to another Rocket, which is actually well played. But he misses my Mega Minion, and I can just go Balloon right now to waste his Inferno Tower. The Mega Minion also gets one swipe, and the thing gets one swipe. So we can just go with the Skeleton Dragons, and I'm pretty sure this is GG's. Yeah, I also predicted his Princess at the Bridge, and I can just zap for the win. Usually, classic Logbait isn't that hard if you know what you're doing. All right, so hopping into the next match, we're gonna be against QE Alex Lug. So again, Tombstone is a good play. So we're gonna play it. So you can go minor. I'll just play in the Valk here because usually they place in the NATO, like prevent the NATO spot. So that's pretty easy. He's gonna go with the bat, so I'm thinking that this is just a minor like chip cycle. Actually, it's actually gonna be Mortar after looking at his cannon card. I'm gonna go deep Tombstone, and I'm just gonna Skeleton Drags high. He's gonna go with the Fireball on my Skeleton Drags, which is fine. I can just Mega Man to probably just clean everything up, so that'll be fine. Unfortunately, the Mortar does lock onto my tower, but it'll only be one shell. And he also forced to spend his guards on defense. So okay, so he's just gonna go in pretty aggressive. I'm just gonna go in the Valk to kill all his guards, and then just gonna set up with lava in the back. I don't really care much about this back. I don't think they're gonna do much. So I'm just gonna Lava Hound here. Usually against these mortar cannon card players, they like to pressure opposite lane, so you have to be careful with that. And also, when they have a building, you have to be careful of when you're dropping your balloon because they can easily, up as you can see, they can do that trick so the live hound doesn't cross, but the balloon crosses, so it'll be easier to kill like the balloon. So he's gonna fireball here. I'm gonna go with the balloon. I don't think he has much answers. I can just zap these bats. And also, I don't think the Dark Goblin will be able to finish off the balloon. And yup, that's actually really well played from us. We knew that he was going to try to predict our balloon and try to kill the balloon first by not letting the Lava Hound cross. So that was pretty well played. We're just going to go with Valk on the cannon cart to stop it. He's going to go in with, alright, so it looks like he gave up. So that was GG's. Pretty good game. We won off his prediction. Well, we won off of predicting his prediction that we were gonna go balloon, and the balloon was gonna cross in front of the lava hound, meaning it would have been targeted first, since the lava hound tanks for everything. So yeah, GG. All right, so for our final game, we're gonna be against So Mama Yar Lighty. So as usual, Tombstone in the middle is a good play, but usually want to wait until around 2:35, I would say, and then you can go Tombstone. Since he goes Knight, I'll just low Tombstone opposite lane. And we're actually not going to come in with the Lob Hound here because that would be risky. But once he goes with the Queen, the Lob Hound can take for the Queen, and then we can just try to kill the Queen behind it. So that's a good Lob Hound. All right, so he goes in with the Xbow here. So I'm just going to go with the Skeleton Drags behind the Lob Hound. And okay, that one Skeleton survived, which is actually pretty good for us. He's going to go in with his ability, but hopefully we can be able to kill his Queen. And then since he fireballed, I think that we can just go with the balloon here. All right, and he also wastes his elixir on Knight. All right, so the balloon does get good damage. It actually might even take his tower. Yeah, he's low on elixir, and he also has the fireball like at 0. So we're up around like 7 elixir, 6 elixir right now. So I can just go with the deep tombstone again. Actually, I'll probably go in with this just in case he decides to rush me with the queen opposite lane. Go in with the tombstone, and then I'm really just lava hound. Actually, against Xbow, you usually don't want a lava hound here, but like you want a lava hound higher, so the lava hound they won't be able to like react with Xbow, and the lava hound will be able to chip down the Xbow. And also he's down, so the lava hound will tank for the tombstone skeletons. So he just uses fireball, which is crucial to remember because we can just go skeleton dragons right when the Tesla pops onto the lava hound, and he's also going to go with the queen. But I think that would be tower. Yep, due to the lava hound chip. So that's actually really good for Expo. If you take down a tower in Expo, it's usually hard for them to come back. So I'm actually going to go in with the Valk to tank for the Expo and the Knight and the Archer Queen. And unfortunately, he did cycle back to his ability. So that was kind of unfortunate. So we had to zap the Archer Queen. We're just gonna go Tombstone here. He's gonna go in with the Knight. You have to be careful not to try to give him fireball value. So I'm gonna play my stuff high here, and then probably gonna go with the Lob Hound here. So the Queen locks on to my Lob Hound. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to go with the Valkyrie since it has 360 splash damage. It can kill the Queen and the Expo, and it won't be able to finish off my second tower because when you already take a tower, it's really hard for the Expo player to go on the side where the tower is taken. So he's gonna try to like take my tower with just cycling, but like do fireball. But I already took his second tower, so it's fine. So GG's.